Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up there in age, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back.
We are going live from my backyard again today, and it is super hot. So that means that this video will be short, and I will probably be going inside and in a hurry because I sweat quickly, and I do not want that to start all over again today. A little update on my garden before we get started. Tomatoes have grown. All the squash has been harvested. We're still waiting on the asparagus, the habanero peppers, and the raspberries to grow. So today we're going to talk about Nike stock and what's been happening with the Nike stock. So 5 months ago, back in February of 2024, I told each and every single one of you that I was selling my Nike stock. On my short that got over 250 views, and on my video it did a couple of views. I can't remember how many, but I was telling you I was selling my Nike stock because I did not see the upward trajectory for Nike. I did not see how they were going to beat their previous earnings, and then it just seems like during recession or during inflationary times, they tend to do bad. People stop buying shoes and sneakers. So I was correct. Nike stock has plummeted well over 30% since then, and they're also projecting that in 2025 to be down an additional 10%. Now, Nike was once at $170 per share. Compared to now, it is absolutely atrocious, and it seems like it will be going down even further before things get better. Now, this is a great opportunity. I know that Nike will be around forever, and it is possible that it can rebound. It is possible that it is actually a good value stock right now to buy for the long term. Nike also pays a dividend, so you would be receiving a dividend for owning Nike stock. Now, obviously, I wouldn't suggest someone buy Nike stock when the company itself is telling you that they're going to be down an additional 10% next year, right? You probably want to wait till next year to buy some Nike and not buy it when it's supposed to go down or projected to go down an additional 10%. That is just my thing. Nike coming out and saying that was obviously strategic, but I didn't see the point in telling your investors that you're going to be down 10% next year, right? Maybe the buy and hold investors will hold. Maybe that's what they're expecting. Maybe that's what they're hoping for through saying these things. But I just don't see the benefit in delivering bad news so early on, outside of really fortifying your buy and hold investor group and hoping that they hold on to this company going into 2026, right? Doing a projection on a long-term play. I do believe that if Nike is able to weather 2025 storm, they will slowly but surely bounce back, as they are a $1 trillion company. I would expect nothing less, right? A multi-billion-dollar company, I would say, and I would expect nothing less. I'm also looking at it from the standpoint of Nike is very big with the NBA, and one of their biggest brands is LeBron James, who is almost 40 years old coming this December. So with that being said, it is very unlikely to replace such a figurehead without huge promotion, someone with huge talent, capable of winning and capable of garnering such attention and garnering a huge fan base, right? And I think winning is the most important, because you can wear the shoes, but if you don't win, like, who wants the shoes? And I will say LeBron's shoes are ugly. They're so ugly, but why do they sell is because of the name LeBron James. And so if they were actually nice shoes to wear, if they actually looked good on top of being his shoe brand, I'm telling you, they would sell that much more. So I'm also concerned about the future of Nike when it revolves around the NBA, or when it involves the NBA, as I don't see who the successor is. I don't see who the replacement is, who the name, what name will carry this forward. Now, I do think that they can build a legacy brand around LeBron James, like Michael Jordan did with Jordans, right? You can build a legacy brand, and that will still do very, very well for the entirety of the next 40, 50 years. It can obviously do very, very well, because people will still have the debates. People will still echo his name. People will still talk about this man. And so Nike will get that free promotion, free publicity at all times, ensuring that their shoes sell with that free promotion. So with that being said, I even texted some people on Facebook and other social media apps who work for Nike that I may have went to school with, hint, hint, and I wanted their advice. These are people who are in the corporate Nike headquarters, people who have worked on shoe designs, people who have worked in the Nike branches, seeing a lot of corporate staff being let go. And it's not just in the retail industry, it's also in the restaurant industry. I guess it's the same thing, retail, restaurant. But you know what I mean. Retail as in merchandise, and then restaurant industry as in food. So people are getting let go in the corporate headquarters in order to cut money, in order to cut expenses, in order to ensure that you're a well-oiled machine. And you notice that certain positions are not necessarily necessary for the job to function in a good way. In fact, I've met with a lot of business owners who even say that HR is not an important job. They've literally just said that to me. Whether I agree or not is irrelevant. These are the people who own and operate the businesses saying that they do not care for human resources. Now, if something were to happen where the company would be held liable, I guess they might care more then. But until that happens, they are, able to have that opinion and able to. I'm just here to respect that opinion and move forward, and understanding that, these people have ran multi-million-dollar businesses, and they're saying they don't need a specific service. They probably don't need it. And that's how I feel about, like, property managers. I've had one in the past. They were really good for me, but there was a stress about it that I necessarily didn't really need. And when I say I don't need it, I really don't need it, right? I manage my properties myself now, and that's what I've been doing. So what do you guys think about Nike stock? Do you believe that it is undervalued? Do you believe that it is a good buy? I personally believe it is undervalued. I personally believe that it is a good buy, but I'm hesitant because Nike projected it will go down another 10%. Why would you buy something knowing it's going down another 10%? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense. So I think I'm going to hold off on buying some Nike. If I'm being honest with you, it'll probably be by December of 2025, where maybe a little bit before that, like October, September, where I start to consider buying Nike stock again. That will probably be the lowest that it gets, if it even gets that low. You never know when the rebound might occur. You never know when people want to buy in because it's so undervalued. You never really know. And so, it's better to not time the market. When I sold my Nike stock, I saved a lot of money. If I was to buy in now, I'm sure in 3-4 years from now, I would have recouped my money and that much more. But there are probably a lot of other stocks right now that are going to continue to go up in value that are just a better pick than investing in Nike at this very moment. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my little rant. 5 months ago I was correct to sell, what do you believe is the right decision moving forward with Nike stock? And I'm so glad that I made the video on Nike stock specifically, because now you guys can go back, watch my video on why I sold Nike, and you can say, wow, Festus is actually a smart investor. This is why his channel is called Invest with Festus, because he knows what he's doing, he knows what he's talking about, and he's making the right decisions for his financial future. If I like Nike, this is might be something to put in my watch list right now and start to look at it as something to maybe investing in late 2025. So if you like this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube and on Rumble, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.